supermarkets and really nice. I like it, you know. I mean, like a post-communism, I'd say almost, it's a quite surreal country, really, but I really like it. Really nice food as well. Very, very friendly people. Very cheap. Taxis, very cheap. Like Uber is non-existent in terms of price. Honestly, you can, for £5, you can go around Minsk, you know.
£5?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh my God.
Brilliant. I mean, the supermarkets are not that cheap. They similar to UK prices, slightly lower. Hotel prices very similar, but the services quite cheap. I mean, I just paid insurance bill for one of the fighters who had to have a brain scan, and he rested there after concussion, and he stayed there since 24th, and it cost me for all these days until Monday next week. He'll be staying there. They're going to give him another MRI because just to make sure he's safe to go home. £300 all in.
£300?
Yeah, all in 10 days.
Wow, so you'll definitely recommend that people go there for holiday, yeah?
Yeah, go for holiday, go for treatment, dentistry, medicals, like general health checkups. I mean, anything I would highly recommend. Really nicely organized country. A bit bureaucratical because people are very solid and serious about what they do, so they don't want to make any mistakes. I mean, even Belarusian Boxing Federation, they proper sticklers, I can tell you that. Proper sticklers, proper like, oh, no insurance, no, oh, this and that and this and that, like similar to British board, really, you know?
Yeah.
I'm glad to see, because at the end of the day, that's how boxing should be governed, really. There's no backhanding kind of thing, you know what I mean? It's good. I like it.
Brilliant. So, are you staying there like for the entirety of the remainder 3 weeks?
Of course. I'm staying here in Willing Hotel. That's the name. It's Willing.
Okay.
It's a private hotel. The owner is a good friend of ours. It's a 5-story hotel with self-catering in terms of like the cooking here. Actually, they don't cook on premises. They've got catering company next door who cooks all our meals and bring them in the boxes and stuff right there. We've got catering 10 hours a day, really good-looking waitresses serving us from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the evening. You know, at any time you can turn up and eat. Food is really nice. Menu is lovely. I mean, guys are loving the food, and the Brits, when they come here, they will understand what I'm talking about, you know?
Cool. Well, maybe I'll come across for season 2, huh? If you're going to do there again, right?
100%, man. If things will progress how they are now, and God forbid the second line of pandemic, I might have to stay here to run the business, you know?
Right. Okay. So how is everything with back home in Russia? How are they perceiving the first event, for example?
Man, Russians are loving it. I mean, they overwhelmed from the cards because it's so hard to put decent fights now during COVID-19 things with restrictions of travel. Flights aren't there. People have to self-isolate. Some fighters didn't have access to the gym. Most of the fighters didn't have access to the gym. And suddenly, I put tomorrow is the biggest Russian fight, full stop, one of the biggest, let alone to pull it together during pandemics. They could not make this fight for 2.5 years. Siesta came and made it during pandemics.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Honestly. Georgi Chalaksayev against Akshat Nazarian, they talked about this fight for 3 years. You know?
Wow.
It's a great turnaround at lightweight, brilliant. It's equivalent of Luke Campbell fighting against Joe Cordina, you know? Something like that. Yeah, very, very competitive, you know, for supremacy. The young guys, but they've been around. One of them 23 at 24-3, and another one 18-1 with one draw. Really, really good fight. I mean, people fancy Chalaksayev slightly harder puncher, but Ike is so slick. He won everything when he was young. At 20 years old, he won every youth belt going. He was top 10 in every governing body and stuff. Got just about to get signed by Top Rank, had a slip, lost to Abner Lopez, and then since then gone down, lost for the IBO world titles after Edward Troyanovsky got stopped in round 8. Been absolutely battering Troyanovsky all fight. Then Edward caught him and just finished him off. Troyanovsky was far too big a man because I campaigned at super lightweight, like he's a lightweight stroke super feather.
Wow, okay.
I mean,
Troyanovsky is a fantastic fighter, though. Trojanovsky is a fantastic fighter. There's no shame to lose to him.
Edward is a good fighter, very good fighter. But Aychik Nazarian is very slick, extremely talented fighter, you know. And Georgi Chilaksayev is super durable and a puncher as well. He's a puncher. He can punch. So, I mean, it could be stoppage on that fight, you know.
Oh,
I don't know who. I mean, because Nazarian can stop you as well, just with barrage of punches, and he's so slick, great body work and stuff, you know. So, I'm looking forward to it extremely. I mean, the program tomorrow starts 7 p.m. UK time on Fight TV Live. You can go on Fight TV and website and just buy the fight there, either one fight, one show, or you can buy all three of them, the leftover of Cold Wars, the rest of Cold Wars for, I do believe, just about 15 quid. I mean, it's cheaper than any UK pay-per-view, just one pay-per-view. You get 3 shows, really high quality. Of course, we don't get the names what Eddie or Frank provide. I mean, obviously, they've got budgets, they've got massive networks behind them. But in terms of fights, quality of fights, if you compare the vehicles, I'm providing you a very reliable, beautiful vehicle which takes you from A to Z with no trouble, do you understand? With very, very enjoyable ride. So I'm giving you fantastic fights which you really will enjoy to watch. So that I can guarantee you. You will enjoy production, the commentary from Andy Clark and Barry Jones as usual, and very, very good fights. And tomorrow is the last show with non-Brits. And the show number 3 and 4 will be half British.
I'm going to talk to you about that in a second, but before we move on to that one, on this one, there is a guy that most of us are familiar with, Andrei Sirotkin.
Yeah. Andrei Sirotkin is in great shape. He's asking me when I'm doing Cold Wars 2 because he wants to participate, and he asked me if I can get Felix Cash over, and I said I can't see Eddie giving Felix Cash away to fight. I thought we might have to travel to fight Felix Cash because that's the fight we're supposed to make for Kelly Avanisi and undercard. And unfortunately, pandemics, COVID-19 ruined everything, everyone's plans. And I hear Mike creeping in again, and I'm slightly devastated. So that's why we need to be ready. And I don't really want to sit again and not do anything. I'll find the ways to continue functioning and put the shows together. In terms of Sirotkin, he's in a great shape. He had a decent camp, but he's fighting Artem Karpets, ex-Ukrainian prospect, who lost few of his last fights only because he decided to go on the road, because he didn't have a promoter. But he was an unbeaten fighter of European quality. So I do believe he will give Sirotkin a fantastic fight, you know.
Well, I remember Sirotkin fighting John Ryder, and he was beating John Ryder quite comfortably, but boxing, one punch changes everything, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. John Ryder is a puncher, and he caught Sirotkin. But Sirotkin can do the business, you know. He's slick, he's technical, unpredictable, with very unusual trajectory that he throws. He's a bit like Pacquiao. Punches coming from anywhere. See, because he's a southpaw, you don't know what to expect. You see, goes to the body, and the next thing is end up in your chin, you know. It's really, really, really weird fights, like very awkward, but quite relentless as well, very fit, very fidgety kind of guy, you know. So, yeah, it will be really good fight because Karpet said he's going to give him a war. I spoke to both. They come to fight. No prisoners, you know.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm looking forward to it all. And as you mentioned there, the Brits are going to get more and more interested as time goes on, starting next week for British fighters. With one name, I don't know whether that it's official that you've announced it yet?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's happening. I mean, I'm supposed to announce it. I've got the artworks ready and everything. I will announce, but you give a little test there. I mean, Jan Kasabutsky. Right, okay, show number 3, Battle 3, I call it. So tomorrow is Battle 2. Battle 3 of Cold Wars is on the 3rd of August. And it will be kickstart from Konrad Stemkowski, half Austrian, half Polish, British Boxing Board of Control licensee, lives in Reading. Great, durable fighter, fought Kieran Conway recently, lost on points. He will be fighting in 6th round against the fighter from Chechnya, Ramzan Baysarov. It was 10-1 record, but I do believe Conrad is just about a right style to give him all sorts of trouble. And Conrad is really fit, and Ramzan Baysarov still running around the block. I can see him making weight, and he's already here for the fourth, for the third, you know. So I can see he will be making weight and start making sure he comes within the limit, where Conrad is already within the limit. He called me. He passed his COVID-19 test today. He will be flying out in a couple of days, and we'll be ready for this fight. So that's a first 6-rounder that will kick off Battle 3 on the 3rd of August. Then in the second fight, will be Ukrainian-Russian affair, 2 veterans, really good champions, Alexei Yevchenko, the gatekeeper, the so-called zero stealer. He meant so many prospects, he spoiled the dream. They would book him and then he beat you. He's a really, really good quality of like a kind of, he's got really good positive record. He top 100 fighter. Nobody wants to fight him because you know he comes to fight. He's relentless. He goes forward. He out-jab you. He hustles you and he takes your spirit away, you know? And prospects who aren't ready, not experienced enough, got overwhelmed by him. I've seen it before. So he's fighting Viktor Plotnikov, used to be signed to Krasuk and K2. So really good Ukrainian veteran in his 40s now. Yevchenko is 37, so they go 8-rounder toe-to-toe. This is the second fight. Then the third fight, co-main event, Portsmouth's own Lucas Balingel goes toe-to-toe with Arslan Magomedov from Dagestan. You see, so Arslan Magomedov is 4-win, 4-stoppage fighter with 1 loss, 1 draw. Really fancies the job. He's fighting Lucas Balingel, you know, in 8-rounder. Fantastic fight, can't wait. And the main event, Sergey Hooligan Shigashev, who beat Daniel Yulisinov in amateurs. 9-0 kid, hasn't fought for a while. A bit of a, they call him Instagram fights, a pretty looking guy. Great body, beard, like Conor McGregor type of looking, slightly ginger guy, blue eyes. Really good, strong fighter. Fighting Kingsley Egbuniki from London, managed by Mark Pryor, you know, and that's a main event. That's a really good fight. That's an 8-rounder as well. So we've got 6 round and 3 8-rounders. Really long, good program. Really competitive 50-50s, you know. That's Battle 3. And Battle 4 is an absolute bomb. Battle 4 will be kicked off by a heavyweight affair between Janka Sabutsky, the monster from Kazakhstan, with 13 wins, 12 KOs, against Kamil Sokolowski. From England, the Polish beautiful gatekeeper who knocked out Nick Webb, knocked out Nailable, dropped Lucas Brown, an absolute nightmare for everyone. He's fighting Jan Kasabutsky in competitive 10-rounder. What a beautiful fight. So next fight after that progresses, I think it's all right. Okay, this is Albert Hamkoev, who's supposed to fight Kingsley Egbuniki first, but he couldn't make weight at super welterweight, so he decided to fight at middleweight. And he will be fighting against 3 times European kickboxing champion, ex-kickboxing champion, now a boxing guy, strong gatekeeper, Pavel Semyonov from Estonia. Very strong fight. They're both very durable. Hamkoev, slick southpaw, really quick on his feet, really like a combination from combos fighter with Semyonov. Semyonov is a bone breaker, like I'm gonna kill you kind of guy, the Terminator. Gonna come forward and try to deal with Hamkoev as a great 8-round. He's supposed to fight Dex Spellman, then he's supposed to fight Lawrence Osueki, and Lawrence Osueki was very disappointing. Pulled out at the last minute. I wasted 1,800 quid on flights. Didn't give me the reason, just gave me some bogus one. They don't want to come and whatever. I forgive them, whatever. Steve Wraith was really good, really tried to make it happen, but the team didn't want to travel. Said to me some stuff. I mean, I don't want to expand. I don't want to make the guy embarrassed. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He had a chance from me. No one's going to go around anyway, him with his boxing style and everything. I said to him, I'll give you a chance. And then he let me down in the last minute, but I'm going to leave it to his conscience. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I had to find a quick substitute. I found Evgeny Makhtiyenko from Prague, Ukrainian guy who's going to give really good 8-rounder. In fact, I rate him, in fact, more than Osueki. Osueki will not come to fight, where Makhtiyenko definitely will come to fight, and it will be a better fight for Ali Ismailov, who's really relentless. And therefore, we're going to have really good 8-rounder. And then main event, 10 rounds, beautiful super welterweight clash between Asinia Byfield and Ismail Aliyev, number 2 Russian super welterweight. Brilliant fight. What a fight that is. I can't wait for this. So we're kick-starting from fantastic affair with heavyweights, with Kamil Sokolowski, and we're finishing with Byfield against Aliyev. I can't wait for those events. Guys, I'm delivering those events. They are coming live and exclusive on Fight TV. You know?
Asinia Byfield, I love that guy. He's a little bit crazy, man, but I love that guy.
He's crazy. He's a ghost, man. His nickname is Ghost. Asinia Byfield is Ghost. He's proper fired up. I'm saying, Byfield, you know what? I don't want to fuck around. I want to make your fight a main event. He goes, whoa, bro, come on. I haven't fought for a while, man. I'm saying, bro, just make or break. That's it. Let's go. Let's crush some bones. Let's crush some Russian bones. You know what I mean? He goes, man, no pressure, no pressure. He's proper fired up. His COVID test came negative today. I'm his trainer, so been sent to the British board. That's it. The boys are coming, you know. Boys are back in town in Minsk.
Yes. Now, I want to move on to, because obviously, like, this is, season 1 is just a teaser for what's coming.
Of course.
So, the more people who participate in this one, the bigger it's going to get, and so forth and so forth.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Russian TV are buzzing. They're saying, oh, Cold Wars 2. I'm telling you what I want to do. I want to do Cold Wars Euro. I'm going to bring Brits, Spanish, Italians, Germans, Russians, Ukrainians, have proper international, bigger cards, bigger budgets. And then I'm going to bring Cold Wars UK.
Good.
All the gang, all the crazy gang going to travel to Britain because Brits are so disappointing. They've been so disappointing during negotiations, man. Now I understand all the frustrations we've got. I mean, we are so backwards, aren't we, in the UK? No one wants to climb out of their comfort zone. Oh, I like my small hole. I like beating Johnny Manap. I like doing this. I like doing that. Guys, if you will not be taking the risk, if you won't be taking 50-50s or even 60-40s, your career never will develop. Trust me, as a professional, I'm telling you, the biggest achievement you ever have with this attitude is the southern area. I'm telling you, you ain't going nowhere further. Not diminishing southern area, but that what you will be all local hero. That's it. That's as much as you're gonna go, guys, with this attitude. You know what I mean? You need to go outside of your comfort zone. Classic example, Luther Clay. That's why Luther Clay is on Matchroom undercard. That's why he's a WBO global welterweight champion. That's why he's fighting on pay-per-view, because Luther Clay was willing to take chances. If you guys don't want to take chances, don't waste my time. Don't waste British board's time. Don't waste time of your fans, your parents, your friends, your glory hunters. Don't waste our time. That's the message.
Now, obviously, we've been speaking for a little while about this whole concept, and I'll tell you, some of the shit that you've had to go through, how you got here, I don't know, but you've done brilliant. Really, really, really well.
Man, thank you. You know what? This morning, I couldn't get up. This morning, I couldn't get up. Honestly, my stomach was strange. I had a bit of an acid reflux. I was proper run down, and I just didn't want to get up. And then my inner voice said to me, get up, you fucking pussy. Honestly. You know what I mean? And it's just, I had to get up, take a shower. Do you know what I mean? Just go and do my business. Rio, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
Right, Oleg, it's Belarusian television crew. Yeah. So that's Rio is here. Rio just arrived.
Hey, big up Rio.
Yeah, Rio, say hello, bro.
He's always causing trouble online with me all the time.
It's good, man. It's good. Rio is a reliable man. Reliable man. Proper ex-military, isn't it? That's why.
Is that what it is?
I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. So that's the thing, man. So yeah. So all good, man. I just have to battle through, man. Listen, I don't have big budgets. I don't have Sky behind me yet, or BT or ITV. I'm my own boss, and I'm just my own dream maker. No one. I mean, I never stumble upon anything. I never walk to anything. I've been grinding it hard. I mean, sleeping on the benches. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I call it sleeping on the benches. That's how it's all begun. So therefore, I'm grafting my own dream. I've got the clay pottery with Kold Professional Boxing and Siesta Boxing, and I'm just trying my best. So, and let me tell you that I'm very, very serious about my business. So therefore, if you're trying to fumble with this or interrupt, it could backfire. It's a message to haters and those, they know who they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know who a couple of them are too.
Yeah.
But one of the great things about this is that because obviously you're involved with like a lot of the matchroom shows, you've been involved with World Boxing Super Series, plus many, many others, is that sometimes you see certain results that should go one way but go another way due to politics. Your one, which you said to me a little while ago, was all referees, all judges, you are to be impartial or you're not doing these shows again.
No, honestly, I said to the referees, that's what I said. Guys, really, I said, I'm apologizing now, but if there's any dodge, you're not getting paid. I'm telling you, 100% you're not getting paid. If I hear one complaint, and we will be all witnessing that, and I'm telling you, if people are unhappy about the decision, you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
I said that. I mean, the General Secretary of Belarusian Federation, Valery Kapler, vouched. He said, "Al, we will not let you down. We know boxing very well. We have world champions in Kirill Redick and people like that, Rabchenko, Kamitsky, they're all Belarusian guys, Ustinov from here. They had lots of really good, they had Gulikevich, the UBU champion. They had lots of good fighters. They said, Al, we understand pro boxing, trust us. We're impartial." I said, guys, nobody can get robbed because that will be on my karma, you know? So it's absolutely kosher or halal, whatever you prefer.
Either or. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's good. And that's something that boxing fans have been talking about for a long time, that they don't like certain decisions. I mean, even on one of the MTK shows with O'Hara Davis's next opponent, Tyrone McKenna.
Yeah.
Just because
against the French kid, correct?
Exactly. Where because the fans and the public want O'Hara Davis versus Tyrone McKenna, it was a blatant robbery, and we're not going to see that on Cold Wars.
I can tell you that Mimoun is a very good fighter. You know?
He's a very good fighter, yeah.
Yeah, IBO world champion, ex-IBO world champion.
Now, one of the other things, which is going to please boxing fans as well, that everybody who gets involved, you will be unofficial matchmakers from a certain point of view.
100%, because I will look. Siesta Boxing made few signings this week.
Okay.
Some Brits, really beautiful Brits, fantastic. Listen, my idea, and I tell you now, UK fighters, if you're watching this, I am building a big UK league of fighters. Obviously, we all will be governed by the British Boxing Board of Control, but I need reliable people who I will be working on promoting, working on their profile, working on their skills, understanding of the business of the game. You will get massive consultancy from me, full support in terms of how to progress in your career. I will be personally overlooking and advising for you. If you will participate and you will be working with Siesta Boxing, trust me, Luther Clay is a byproduct. Myris Bridges is a byproduct. I'm a new man in boxing, relatively, and I just signed a fairly big name for me, who already got a fantastic fight. You'll see very soon. So, guys, welcome into Siesta League, and we will be working together. I want you to be busy. I want you to build your records in a nice competitive fight and fight for decent titles quite early. You know.
No, that's great news.
It's a beginning, guys. It's a beginning.
That's the important message.
Platform.
Yeah, I mean, that's the important message, is that right now, it's the beginning. This is just the small bit right now. It's going to get so much bigger.
God's will. I will try to make it bigger, and I will do everything to make it bigger. It's just the beginning, and I'll give you a platform. I have platform already. Russian TV already talking about second and third series.
Fantastic. Look forward to it. And actually, before I let you go, give me a Luther Clay versus Chris Congo prediction.
Clay stoppage round 9.
Stoppage round 9.
Yeah,
I like Luther Clay.
me too.
I like him a lot. All right, now I appreciate your time. I really do.
You're welcome, brother.
Alrighty, so
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
anytime.
Thank you for your support, bro. Thank you for your support.
Anytime.